mic's not even on.
Yep.
Yo.
I'm playing.
Yo.
We ain't on
He's
Facebook Live.
fucking with us. He's messing with us.
He just wanted to see if he was awake.
We ready? The mic is on? Mic, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Test and test. Oh, perfect. So we're live. We're live.
Yep.
We're live.
Yep.
Yo. What's up? We're the Freestyle Freaks on HamiltonRadio.net. I'm Ralphie Rotten, and this is Billy the Kid. And we were on, and I did not know because Ruben didn't let us know. Shit happens. It's all right. We'll move past that. Mr. Billy, how was your weekend? What did you get into? Besides, you have pain right now.
Yeah.
Getting old.
Yeah, a lot of pain. I got pulled over yesterday, though.
Got pulled over. What did you do?
I was doing 85 miles per hour.
Wait a minute.
In a 65.
Did he get a ticket?
No. He gave me a warning. Yeah. Yep, he gave me a warning because he understood my situation. I was actually arguing with my daughter because she did something which I'd rather not disclose at my mom's house, which was a serious offense, that she clearly got in trouble for. But I was so passionate while I was driving. When he pulled me over, he was like, license and registration. So I gave him the license, and I keep everything inside one compartment. And he kind of gave me this look like, oh shit, like you ain't gotta look for it or nothing. I'm like, nah, I get all this. He was like, I see you got a CDL. He's like, who you drive for? So I was like, delivery company, for beer or whatever. And he goes, you were doing 85 miles per hour. That's why I pulled you over. I was like, well, truth be told, I said, I was laying into my daughter just now. I told him the situation, what happened. And he kind of gave the look like, ooh. Yeah. So he was like, you know what? He was like, totally understandable. He was like, I'm going to let you slide with the warning this time. But he was like 65 miles per hour for the rest of the way home. Like, he understood, like, as a parent, he put all that cop stuff to the side. Like, when I told him why I was mad at my daughter and while we was just leaving my mom's house, I'm like, we actually leaving ahead of schedule. I'm like, normally we hang out there till everybody gets tired and then, we all go. I'm like, nah. When I went and I got the news, we left immediately. So, of course, my foot hit the gas. He was just like, totally understandable, bro. Just do 65 back home. Like, in other words, he like, listen, little lady. He's your threat. Like, he's your problem when y'all get home. Besides that, it was one heck of a weekend. Like, I feel like just throwing my whole yesterday away. I kept saying that. I was like, just throw the whole day away. But listen, it's a learning experience, man. It's like, like what don't really, break you all the way down, make you stronger. So yesterday was definitely a test of patience. Normally I get that at work, and since I've been out of work, for a while, this is like the first thing. Yesterday was the first thing that tested me, that really got to me, all of yesterday. So, other than that,
like, here you go. Shit happens.
Yeah, just trying to remain.
I'm gonna get a term of the night. The word, the phrase, whatever the hell you want to put it, whatever mumbo jumbo shit you want to twist it into. But my weekend consisted of getting off early Saturday night and going to see my daughter play. And then Sunday afternoon, I was off and I got to see the play again.
Don't mind me. Sorry.
The show was, I liked the show. Shout out to PCM, right? It was a PCM Open Arts in Bordentown. And
Pack. Open Arts Theater.
All right. Whatever. I always keep messing that up.
Yeah, please don't have Danielle call up here.
She was there. She's seen the show.
Yeah, she be done called up here. Just to say that it's Pack, PAC. Click.
She might chime in and comment to the correction phrase.
Yeah.
But the show was good. I liked it. Was it was a different show. Ruben was there to see it as well. He came out to see it, which is nice. It's cool to see Ruben every so often. I was like, hey, I know him.
I thought you were gonna say he played a part in the play. I was gonna say, what did he play? Ball guy too?
He could have. I mean, I don't know. It's never know. He knows those people. I mean, he knows some of the the people there, some of the actors.
He had his back facing the crowd, and he played. The first part he played was guy with hair, and then when they did a second scene, he came back. He was facing the crowd. It was like guy without hair.
It could have been that. Hey, whatever part he wants to play. But it was good. I'm proud of my daughter. She's she's
How'd she do?
she did excellent. She did three little minor parts. She was one of the youngest. One of the youngest in the what the hell is wrong with the echo?
We're trying to get it together. We're trying.
Both of you.
We're trying to get the platform right for you. Now go ahead, speak.
I'm scratching my head, like shaking my head.
Don't scratch it too hard for it end up.
The
like his.
emoji. I'm live. It's live right now.
Keep
Emoji.
scratching your head. It's gonna end up like Ruben's.
Obviously I got to see the Eagles lose. My Eagles lose, but you still see. I'm representing. I'm still a fan, always. And yes, here are all the Cowboys fans coming out. Those damn refs were assholes. Seriously. I mean, of course, the Eagles could have played better. We didn't play well. I mean,
like when you're dealing with injuries as well, you got
exactly
second and third string people in there.
That is one of the main factors.
I would have benched Wentz.
Every single, almost all our stars are on the injured list.
Who's that running back that they have, man? I forgot his
Adams.
name. Man, that dude is fast.
Oh, we also had Dennis Sproles back.
Yeah, wow, man, probably worry about
it. Yeah, talk about that slow dude named Billy running across the field.
But it was
good comeback.
It was a good listen. Win lose. It was a good
mad
game.
I didn't get to catch it all. I was leaving at that time because I was so highly upset, and that's when I was on the highway actually getting the ticket. So I'm kind of glad that I missed it. But when I saw it, the score was tied up. It was like 9-9.
Well, it went to overtime.
Yeah.
Thinking.
I heard it was a good game.
Since we're on the subject of football, Danielle, for DJ Danny's show, I'm gonna bring it up to you guys. It just reminded me. She was asking me if anybody wanted to interview. We have two of the NFL sports being interviewed, and she doesn't know that much, about football. So she wanted to know if anybody wanted to join her for the interview. I think
down.
It's the Redskins, and I forgot the other team.
Are we going there?
Either we're going there or they're coming here.
I'm down.
You know?
I'm down. I'm definitely
It's gonna
down.
be in January. She told me.
Yeah, I'm down. Give me the date so I can ask for it off and.
So that way,
You can definitely take that way. If it's something that's involving boxing, include me.
If it's a Monday night, or that works. But
right.
If it's a different night, I could.
So you guys gonna be commentating the game?
She didn't give me the full details, but she said she needed help with doing the interviews and stuff.
Listen, I'll commentate some boxing, man. Definitely. I don't matter who fighting. I'm a good commentator.
It's football.
Yeah, he got that.
I'm down.
I don't give a damn about
I'm
that.
absolutely down.
And the Redskins versus who? Like, who gives a damn?
I don't know. It's just two of the teams.
Look at that. You don't even know. You're like, yeah, Redskins. Somebody. It's just somebody.
It's
Redskins is
supposed to
somebody.
be a 2-month thing.
I'm down. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm down.
I'll let her know, and I'll get some more information to you.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I seen my Eagles get beat. The good side, the brighter side of 2018 is I got to see Villanova win. I got to see the Eagles get their ring finally, and I got to see my Braves get into the playoffs. So having three teams in sports, three different sports categories, college basketball, football, and baseball, all.
Hey, what's your wrap up of 2018?
My wrap up.
Wait. Is is it too early right now?
I mean, we can.
Is the schedule eligible for the show before New Year's? I don't know how the calendar's looking.
Oh, well, let's look at the calendar now.
Because we don't want to jump the gun. Well, that's what.
Well, I have a guest next week.
Really? Oh, all right. Well, next week.
Talking about before Christmas, New Year's Eve?
No. That Monday. Oh wait.
We have two more. We have 2 more Mondays.
Well, New Year's Eve. You're probably.
We have one more Monday.
Yeah, like you're probably.
So are we gonna call next Monday the last Monday of the year?
Yeah, because your Monday
falls on Christmas Eve
and New Year's Eve.
and New Year's Eve.
Right.
Now my ass will probably be working. Could be working Christmas Eve. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
And New Year's Eve.
Look, we can do the wrap up now. What's your 2018 wrap up?
Yeah.
My 2018. My 2018. I'm grateful for. For all the viewers and listeners, everybody knows that I used to work at a retail spot that recently went down. Went out of business, went bankrupt. It was bittersweet because I had joined the company at a relatively late time. I got in there before right after they announced their liquidation, bankruptcy and all that. I stayed the whole holiday season with them, and when they delivered the news that the company would be gone in a matter of months, it'd be gone, reality hit me that I had to go get another job. On top of that, the wonderful news was that Linda was pregnant. So it was good news and bad news. Like it was like a two-piece combo hitting me in the jaw.
You wound up snatching the son out of the prize machine for 2008.
Exactly right.
The mechanical arm like that gives you like.
I wanted. I always wanted a son. I am so blessed that of course, he was born. Linda was in the hospital. He was in the hospital. It was a roller coaster year. Back to me working at Toys R Us. I was blessed to have been recruited to another company that I absolutely enjoy doing, learning the business, learning the processes, learning, trial and error, learning the products, from start to finish, one aisle at a time, and I'm heading for the holidays during this time in this retail company. Yeah. I'm starting to, to see different things. I went last Tuesday rather. I got to was it last Tuesday? Yeah, I think it was last Tuesday. I went to go to Whiskey Fest in New York. Something that's really, really, it's a great event. Obviously, if you drink, and if you're in the business.
Philly has that too, don't they? Something like
that. I think so.
Don't they have like the trolleys and all that stuff like that? Take them like to the bars or something.
Well, that's probably a bar. That's like a bar. That's probably a beer fest or a bar crawl. But this is just like a higher end spirit, I guess convention. Yeah. Where they have something so rare,
cognacs and all that stuff.
Well, like we're talking about bourbons, whiskeys that are like 25-year-olds. Right. Maybe 50-year-olds, shit like that, to where, normal people won't have on a normal, you know what I'm saying?
Exclusive shit.
Exclusive, yeah, exactly. Stuff that
you might only see
once in a life, once in a lifetime. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I tried some amazing things. I had absolutely, and I have yet to, the next couple of days I picked up my phone and I realized I had pictures. I have yet to post them. I have to post them. Yeah. Now that I let everybody know that I went, I'm still kind of recovering.
It's a grace period,
I'm still kind of recovering because I made it out of the event, but I kind of died on. I was dying on the way on Times Square. You could see that some of the pictures I took were straight, and then I elevated. The whiskey started taking over, so I died on the train. Needless to say, my job.
I can see that now.
My job never.
Stand still. That's a building. It is standing still. Oh.
Well, my job, I was blessed that I have two amazing bosses, my store manager and assistant store manager. I went with them. Yeah. And, and I said, listen, one of us blacks out tonight. We got to take care of the other. So it was me that blacked out.
Who's going to be the designated driver? The person that had the least amount of shots. Well, I had 10.
It was my first big social event like that. I didn't drink a lot of water. I went on an empty stomach. Yeah, so it wasn't. Had I went prepared food and water, I probably would have outlasted. I probably would have made it back okay. You know what I'm saying?
How was the weather?
It was okay. It was it was chilly, but it was
those buildings, man. That wind.
But the thing is, there's so many people in New York, man. There's thousands of people constantly, from one corner to another. If you ever notice, there's constant packs. So that whole entire
all around the clock.
that whole entire city is constantly moving.
All around the
You know,
clock.
exactly, moving, bro.
A city that never sleeps, man.
Well, sometimes it does. It calms down.
No.
After a certain time, it calms down.
Everybody walking.
But to sum my 18, you know, I fell into a great job. Lost a great job. Got another great job. Was blessed with the Eagles winning this bowl. You know, my Braves going back to the playoffs. Villanova. My son being born. You know, like, it's been a good year. I mean, financially, it's been a shitty year. I mean, I'm still, my face is still, my head, correct myself, my head is still slightly above water with bills.
From yesterday.
You know, that was last week.
Oh.
It was last Tuesday that I went to the event.
Yeah, well, you had been supposed to post those pictures.
I know. I have to post them. I have to post my daughter's play pictures. Some of them, you know, I've been so, you know, exhausted, you know, at work, home, you know, like, and my days off is not a really day off. You know, I'm on the clock. My wife is like, Linda's like, come on, we gotta go here. We gotta go there. I'm like, yo, can I enjoy my day? No. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So
Running,
constantly moving. You know, when I'm home.
Ruben, real quick. My mom was telling me because she tuned in. She said that it was a problem commenting. Like she could only send reactions, but she wasn't able to comment. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Sorry about that. So yeah. So I commented her name. Mom, it's the box that says write a comment. That's the box you would have written. You know, I can see my mom now like holding her phone up to the light. She's like, "What the heck?" He said that it's something about in the box with the comment. I don't know what it is.
Hey, don't make her mad. She might call in.
Yeah. Now she had called my cell phone. Like she was like, "Nah, skip all of that." Listen, yo, if y'all see me go, hold on, it's her. She cursed me out. I'm like, hold on.
So
I'm
back to 18. 18 was one of those amazing years. I have to say, one of the top, a good year. It was a great year. You know, 2007 or 2008 when my daughter was born. You know, it was an amazing year. 10 years later, 18 is another amazing year. You know,
2018.
You know, it's 2 great years in my life. So, and you know, I love the fact that now I have the 2. I'm done. You know, it's learning my son every day. You know, learning it more about him, watching him grow. You know, like it's.
I could definitely relate. You know, you got your girl, you got your boy. You like, I'm good after that. I'm all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, of course I gotta be good. Listen, it costs money to raise children. You know, they wake up. You still gotta, you know, you can't hang out. You know, you still gotta go pick them up, take them. You know, wake them up.
It's not a gig.
Feed them. You know, exactly. You gotta you know, it's you gotta, if they're crying, you gotta figure them out. You know, like it's like a game. It's a constant game that never ends. You gotta just if he cries, you gotta figure it out. And if you tried this and this still doesn't work, he's crying, so you gotta figure this out. So it's constant like you know, constant test,
like
I guess.
Byron used to be he used to be a camera hog as an infant. Couldn't even walk, couldn't even talk. I remember I had him laying on the bed. And he's just sitting there. He's just murmuring. His little hands moving all around. So I'm recording him, and he's fine. He's totally fine with that. Mm-hmm. And I went to kind of go into the picture, so we're both in the camera. And his little hand just started punching, and it started getting me out the way. So when I got out the way, he was calm. He kind of looked at the camera, and he's going back into the camera. And I went back into it again, and he starts punching like, get the hell out, get the hell out of the way.
He's like, yo, get out of my way.
That last time that I went to go in there, because now I'm trying to figure out whether he's doing this on purpose. I'm like, his little hands, like his brain can't be putting this together this way. And I went down to do it again, and he grabbed my jaw, and I'm recording all of it. I was like, okay, I'm out. I quit. And I actually cut the camera off. Like, yeah, he even since the infant, he wanted his own shine.
Babies are smart.
He wanted his own shine.
Babies
at
are
At
smart.
an early age, man. He didn't want me in his camera view at all. Like, he would be normal. He would just be regular, doing his own thing. And the moment I went in there, he was just swinging away. And I'm like, that was an accident. You didn't mean to do that. And I went down again, and he started swinging again, and he grabbed my hair in my mouth. I was like, oh, you're serious? Oh, okay, let me get out your way.
I have to say, I real quick, I forgot to mention our background. As you guys know, in our time right now, it's night. Yes, you look out the window, it's night. But at Hamilton Radio, we're so magical that we have a blizzard outside the window here, and it's daytime. Okay? No, it's just a banner that we have. Somebody got
The
us.
lights are so bright, it almost look like they actually on. No, these are not real.
We even got a tree that's not real. No, we're just joking. But it looks like it really looks like it's daylight in the background there. You know, we're not fake news. I just want to correct that.
It's like, no, I know what we need. I know exactly what we need for the show. What's that? We need a big sheet, curtain, banner, something. It just has to symbolize Christmas. I want the snowflakes. I want the foxes. I want the deers. Just give me a big image of Google
It's not a
Maps
sheet.
of Alaska. Just give me a Google Maps image of Alaska
It's a beautiful draped paper.
with a big tree. Just a big. Matter of fact, I want the tree on the banner to be bigger than the real tree that we have in the back over here. All right, this tree has to just overshadow everything. Matter of fact, we want the tree that they light up at Rockefeller Center. That's the tree that we want.
We can't fit it in here.
You're like, but you know how big that's gonna be? It's gonna be like 50.
You
I don't care. Put it in the back. Put it in the back.
You
of the show.
remember one year? You remember one year
What's up,
that
man?
Hamilton had the tree at Rockefeller Center. 1 year, Hamilton, not radio, but
Vitamin this with him?
no, one of the trees out here. It was near the Exxon. The Exxon across the street from the Tree King. You know, it was like. Yeah.
All right. Yo, you know the guy that does the Winter Wonderland?
Yeah.
Over on White Horse Ave. Yeah, I don't know whether did he start it this year? Because I don't think he was going to do it.
I didn't go there.
Because I heard they were trying to charge him $3,000 now
I didn't go there.
just to do the lights. That man's been doing that out of the kindness of his heart, man.
The
with
guy
all
from
those lights.
behind the.
Let that be his own phone bill. Let that be his light bill.
the guy that near the firehouse, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been doing that for years.
I know. And now they're trying to charge him. They're trying to say, yeah, $3,000. It's crazy, right? Yeah, look it up. You gotta look that up.
That's
man.
nuts. That's nuts.
If they listen, Hamilton, man, if y'all really trying to do that, man, don't deprive these kids of that. That man ain't paying no $3,000 to y'all just to have a Winter Wonderland for these people that he's been doing all the time. Because then what's next? Like, you gonna start charging people to have the haunted houses like on their own property, like a lot of people do. Like, it was another neighbor that used to have the best haunted houses on Connecticut Avenue, right behind Connecticut Park. But the reason he stopped it was different. He dressed up as Michael Myers, and he would chase you. He would chase you a good distance, and then he would go back. That's what made it a thrill. And some of the kids from Trenton jumped him. And he never did it again.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but listen, y'all think about charging this man $3,000 for him to plug up his own lights and do this out of the goodness of his heart, because he gets a lot of attention from this thing. And they like, look, you know what? He getting more attention than the actual fire. He getting more attention than the firehouse. They like, look, we need our cut. That's messed up. Yeah, so, well, yeah. I mean, besides that PSC&G bill.
Well, he takes donations at the door.
Yeah. Well, apparently Hamilton wanted donations, 4-digit donation. Like, from what I heard, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I could be wrong, but if so, let that man enjoy his event. Yeah, I mean, they probably doing that because like the traffic that comes over there and like the attention that he gets. Because people, like, if you ever go there, like when it's like at its height, it's a lot of people there.
He's been doing that for like what, 15 years now?
Basically.
Maybe.
No, more than that. More than that.
Yeah.
More than that. More than that.
Yeah.
At
A long
least,
time,
at
a
least,
long
at least
time.
20 years, because I remember, and I wasn't even with Linda.
Maybe the.
I remember going there without Linda.
Oh wow.
So we're almost 20 years. I mean,
20
damn, I've
years.
been with her almost 20 years.
You know what? I would just wait till
like it's a bid.
the Kelly Yeet administration is out of office and then bring it back again.
Huh?
Damn, she's still there.
Yeah,
How long she been the mayor? Like
Who?
20 years.
Who?
Kelly Yeet.
Kelly.
Yeet.
She's only been there 2 terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were they, like 15 years apiece, a term?
Or 4 years.
That's a long
4 years.
time.
Yeah.
So it's
4
8 years.
years.
So it's basically 8 years now.
I know.
But I think she's doing a wonderful job.
I didn't ever say she was. I'm like, well, damn. Like,
I
how
mean-
long is the term? I mean, maybe it just seemed like she's been in there forever.
She's my mayor, so it's not your mayor. She's not your mayor.
You think
so.
she cute, don't you?
No, I mean, listen, I
You
went
think
to
she got some nice legs? When she wear them?
I went
them
to
business suits?
I went to school with her sister, and I'm friends with her and her sister on Facebook.
Face. Now, what if she just commented and said, "Thanks for the comment, guys"? Then he'll be like, "Well, I always thought, like you."
No, I mean, listen, no disrespect, she's a woman.
What
It's not my type.
What about Hillary Clinton? You think she hot?
Oh hell no.
What about Michelle Obama? You think she hot?
Yeah,
What about Sarah Huckabee?
ooh, Sarah Huckabee.
He like her. He
No,
thinks
no, man.
Sarah Huckabee is cute.
No, I just don't know. She just, she looks at me like she wants to bite me.
In a sexual way. Yeah, she wants to bite you. Bite your dick.
She looks at me like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And
sexy,
he thinks it's a sexy wink. No, that's not a sexy wink.
she's alright. She's alright. Leave her alone.
She eat chewing tobacco.
Just because the ugly
And
stick
sunflower
beat her
seeds.
ass.
She look like she smoke her cigarettes and eat them at the filter when it's low.
The faces she makes is how she tastes.
No, the face that she makes is a 10-time world champion, gold medal Olympic winner, arm wrestling champion. That's the face she has. She's a champion arm wrestler. Like, she just got that look. Just come on, me and you, matey.
No, she looks like she's a lady in the orphanage. You want some more?
Now, I'm not saying she a bad person. I ain't even saying that she ugly. I ain't even saying that. I'm just saying she's Huckabee-ish. Just saying, like,
Listen.
she would be the last pick on my kickball team. I'm gonna tell you that one now. I actually pick Anna Diaz. Anna Diaz tuned. I'll pick Anna Diaz before I pick Sarah Huckabee. What's up, Anna?
The sexy politician.
I just threw a shout out there on the sneak tip. Like, I would pick Anna Diaz before I pick Sarah Huckabee. Hey, Anna Diaz.
What's up, Anna? Of course. I mean, we know.
Sarah Palin.
My cousin Jake. Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin was kind of cute, man. And
she's dumb.
and what was the chick that used to play her character on?
On Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, she did a good one.
Oh,
Yo,
what's her
Baldwin.
name? What's her name?
I forgot her name too. I forgot her name.
I
It's
forget
right
her
at
name.
the tip of your
I forget her
tongue.
name.
But
Yeah.
Baldwin do the best.
I think it's
Trump
Ann
ever.
or something. I forget her name. Shit, I know.
Yo, don't nobody do a better Trump than Baldwin. Yeah. He got the eyes down pack and the curly lips. Like,
You know, Jimmy Fallon. I gotta say, Jimmy.
We're going to China.
Jimmy Fallon.
Then we're gonna go to
Jimmy
China.
Fallon does a good job too.
Yo, you know who tears Trump up, man? And Trump has no rebuttal for this dude. Jimmy Kimmel. Every episode.
Wait a minute. Did you see? Did you
Every
see?
single episode.
Did you see the?
since
Speaking
I can
about Trump, did
remember,
you see?
Takes a shot at Trump.
Who's that? Who's that? I guess British politician. I posted on. I shared a post of Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me" remix. Did you guys see that? You guys see it?
Hell no, but why? Why would you post a Shaggy remix? Why would you?
Because Shaggy's dressed as Trump, and he's saying, "You just gotta watch it." He's like,
Nah, I'm definitely gonna go to your page and see it, because anything Shaggy is on, I gotta watch and see. Because Shaggy had one.
"I'm serious.
hell of a voice.
Like, I can't.
Why would you post? You're petty. You are definitely petty.
It's not petty. It's not petty at all.
But,
it isn't
hey,
petty
no,
at all."
I could watch Alec Baldwin do the Trump rendition over and over and over again, especially when he say China. You ever watch him do the Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live? Watch when he goes China. He goes, because we're going to China and then China. But Jimmy Kimmel, you don't watch Jimmy Kimmel at all?
I watched him a couple of times. I don't have cable.
Oh my gosh!
to
Listen,
watch one of
he take a shot at Trump every night, and
Look,
I haven't
look.
seen Trump do so much as a tweet. Oh my gosh!
What up, Mr. President? It's me, Special Counsel.
Yeah, this is what he got me watching.
No collusion. I never said anything about you.
Listen.
You're the puppet. I just want to ask you some questions about Russia's influence on the 2016 election. Well, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it wasn't me. All right. Special counsel got you sweating like crazy. Tweeting and
Some good shit there. That's some funny shit.
Oh my
Open
god!
up, got some questions about Russia, evidence you should. I'm just trying to learn the truth.
Oh, they are.
They really
I
doing
can't
it.
even say they wrong for this. Like,
They really doing it. Watch what he drops. Watch.
You know, I can show that I can show that on the screen.
oh my god. Yo, I hate Shaggy. Yo, listen, y'all gonna have to watch this.
Yo, that shit's
the
funny.
Late Show with James Corden with Shaggy.
That's funny. That shit's funny,
Yo,
man.
Y'all gonna have to. And I'm quite sure this went viral. 61 million views. 61 million.
That shit's funny. I'm telling you, it's funny.
Wow. Wow. Now they went viral. That's the most views Shaggy ever got for anything.
Nah, he's got his tracks that are
Listen, that was a resurgence, yo. If you forgot who Shaggy was, then that just brought him back. And he got the Trump wig on and everything.
right. Wasn't that shit funny?
Yeah.
So back
You know
to
who else do a good Trump though? Chris Tucker.
back to 80. To 18. What was your reflection? How do you reflect? You haven't reflected. We talked about my reflection. We can talk about yours.
Man, my reflection was. Hold on, take a sip of water. My reflection for me was growth and consistency, and then back to growth again. I realized I was grown. I got a lot of growth at work. I came a long way. Like when I started out, I was real short tempered. I can't say that my temper is the best now, but I came a long way. I got a lot of patience now, like dealing with accounts, dealing with a lot of the helpers. I remember I would curse a helper out in a heartbeat. But growing up now, I'm like, okay, a lot of these guys are new. They're just starting out. They're just trying to find their way. It's up to me to teach or coach somebody that wouldn't know. That's what produces greatness. Like if I get a helper and he's working with me for weeks or months at a time, my job is to make him great, if not better than me. So I learned that aspect. I calmed down with the road rage tremendously. My road rage was crazy. Like my temper is still there, but my temper is more direct, dealing with people and stupid stuff. Like nobody has a tolerance for stupid stuff constantly in your face. But my road rage, I worked on. So
I didn't know you had constant road rage.
bad. I remember I had a helper, man. He was the most soft-spoken kid, man. His name was Elijah. He looked just like Kevin Hart. He was short. He was dark-skinned. Had the little round head.
So you're saying just because he's short, he was immediately
And dark-skinned, exactly.
Immediately that's so
Exactly.
you see anybody is black and short, immediately you look like Kevin Hart.
No.
That's some fucked up shit,
No,
bro.
you gotta be slim with a round head. But hey, look, if I showed you a picture of him, like you actually seen him in person,
So basically,
you'd be like, yeah, you're right.
if you're tall with braids, you look like Snoop.
Basically,
like-
or Waka Flocka.
Or Future.
But I remember he was riding with me.
And if you look Spanish, you look like me, like John
Tego
Leguizamo.
Calderon or Daddy Yankee.
No, John Leguizamo.
True, you're definitely John Leguizamo. He's funny.
Keanu
too.
Reeves, I
He's
always
funny.
get.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves,
that too.
John Leguizamo.
Damn, yo, somebody been getting you. They've been getting you pretty good. Like
For years, I hear it all the
like,
time.
yeah, whatever, Keanu
all,
Reeves.
all the freaking
Like,
time.
why don't you go save the Matrix?
All the time.
Don't you
man.
got a New Jersey?
And you see,
don't you got a New Jersey Transit?
and you
to
see,
go
I have the
defeat
trench. I
him?
wear a trench.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah. So.
Neo. I remember Elijah telling me he was like, I don't know how much longer I can go out with you. He was like, because I was driving with my girl, and she goes, oh my God, like when did you get road rage, and when did you start cursing? You never talked like this, and I felt the credit for that. I felt that. Because he was a real soft-spoken kid, but hanging around me every day, blowing the horn, cursing people out, doing the middle finger. He took on those trades.
Listen. I'm
outside of work.
asking you the reflection of 18.
That's
Not
tied- that's tied in.
not the subcategory
that's tied-
story
that's tied in.
of 18 of
that was tied in.
a one person.
That's how far
We have 10 minutes.
That's how far I came.
I have 10 minutes left.
That's how far I actually came because my road rage and temper and all of that calmed down a lot. So I'm growing.
So that's good, brother.
Another way I was growing was I started taking on these different challenges. I did the 1 hour stand up special. I came out with the DVD. So I wanted to transition. Like I didn't want to be limited to just one thing. Like
You're growing your brand.
yeah, and that's the same thing I talk about rappers about. Like when I see a Jada Kiss, like I see a Fabulous, like I see all of them and the J. It's like that's what you do with your platform, right? Like you blew up off of rapping, like you blew up off of lyrics. Don't just leave it at that. Get into Hollywood. Get a clothing line. Get a fragrance. Get all of that stuff to ensure. Do Sprite commercials. Get endorsements. All of that stuff, because then you're solidified to a point where you don't have to make music. Like Rick Ross, like listen, if you ever go on Nottingham Way to the shopping center, you see they got a Wingstop?
Oh, yeah.
Those are owned by rapper Rick Ross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wingstop. Wingstop is
Wingspot.
Yeah, Wingspot. That's Rick Ross. Fast food. Yeah.
Well, you gonna tell that fucking ass to open up on Sundays, damn it.
I bet you he wish he would though. Jay-Z got Duce, the Cognac.
Yep. He had his own music platform.
He got Ace of Spade, Tidal. Tidal is streaming like crazy. Yep, the clothing line, everything.
He's got Beyonce.
The fragrance. She has a fragrance.
Beyonce alone is like, I think that Jay-Z was like this scrawny douchebag before Beyonce, and like now he's like, you know, grown. He's a grown up now.
See what a woman
with
can
Beyonce.
turn, see what a woman can turn you into.
I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Jay-Z never met Beyonce? He would not be. I stand correct. He would not be the Jay-Z he is today. I just think she made him wiser. She made him, you know, she made it look. Look at his. Hold on. Look at the fucking nose on that dude.
It crossed.
I mean, he's not the nicest looking.
Oh, Tina Fey. I'm sorry, that was her name. Somebody said her
Tina
name.
Fey.
Tina Fey. Yeah,
he's not like the you know. He's not
cute
the.
too,
He's not like a Brad Pitt, you know, or Denzel
All
Washington.
Spade look like Joe Camel.
You know what I'm saying? He look like he got a camel toe on his eye, on his nose. You know what I'm saying?
What she did.
She makes him look more appealing.
She upgraded him, and she gave that fan base.
She gave him wealth.
The Beehive.
You know, she gave him wealth of, you know, like she made him she made him known. You know, before, listen, he was. Listen, I ain't taking nothing away from him before. I mean, Been Pimpin' was one of my favorite tracks back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to Big Pimpin', it reminds me, it takes me to the times that I was in Miami hanging out. You know, so like one of those iconic songs, like, you know, Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents was an amazing track. Or
Vintage
or when he gets destroyed by Nas and Ether.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that. His catalog's amazing.
His wordplay then was great, you know, but I didn't like him then. I didn't like him back then. I wasn't really feeling his shit. Then when he hooks up with Beyonce, and instantly his music is better. Like it's.
I got into fights over Jay.
But you know,
I got in a physical fight. Like, yo, we had a Jay and Nas beef before it was even a Jay and Nas beef.
You do know. I don't know if you both know. You know, I've been vocal about this. I've never been a Jay-Z fan until after the Jay-Z with Beyonce.
I transitioned to Jay after Big, because Big brought him onto that platform with Brooklyn's Finest, and like this is.
I can't use Big as anything.
And Big frequented Trenton a lot. I'm gonna tell you that.
I cannot use Big. I can't compare Big or Jay-Z. Like, I can't put Jay-Z and Big in the same conversation, because Big, hands down, was on a level on his own.
He was, but
I
was
the real king of New York.
I love their collabo. Like still to this day, hands down, like my favorite song, like my favorite duo song collabo was Big and Jay. I loved it though. I'll never get another song.
I mean,
that even comes closer to that.
During the time of the Big era, because that's what back in the day we're gonna call it the Big era. The B.I.G. era is gonna be that B.I.G. era. You know, the Pac and Big era. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah,
and during those times, there was artists in New York that was like, you know, you had Mobb Deep. I think you had Onyx. You had the Lost Boys. I mean, you still
had the pioneers though, like your KRS One.
You had Nas. You had KRS One. You had the Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? You had some, you know, some pound per pound lyricists. Hey. Some of the best that ever lived in the, you know, some of the best that ever put it on paper and into the booth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real. You know how I'm calling it is just, you know, now today, you know, the self-proclaimed Tekashi 69 supposedly called himself the king of New York. I mean, last time I checked, Jay-Z is still the king.
And
Well,
plus-
considered the
and-
king.
And plus, like last time I checked, he can't like. When did you forget about people like Fabulous? When did you forget about people like D Block? Like
Yeah.
when did you forget about people like Dave East? Like you can't just claim King of New York when you got greats over there, greats, all the way down to even like
Dudes-
ASAP Rocky. ASAP
Dudes,
Rocky, like
dudes
the
have been
newer
doing it
generation
when
that's coming
when
up.
this kid was like in a diaper. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yo, you mentioned Fab and Tekashi. I'm going Fab hands down. Go ahead and try to
Listen.
put Tekashi up against
Have you
Jadakiss
ever
and watch
heard?
what
Have
happens.
you ever
Watch
heard?
what
Have you
Jadakiss do
ever
to
heard
that career.
Tekashi's like wordplay?
Mhm.
It's not bad, but it's not like that's
my-
gonna be
Hey, now
that's
look,
gonna be
now
a
listen,
classic.
Listen, this how
When you listen to Meek Mill or listen to Wu,
it's
you know,
two
some
different. It's
big-
two different judges. It's two different judges when it comes down to real hip hop. Like you got the streets and then you got the industry. The industry, they gonna support you as long as they can until you go to prison or some stuff like that, until your well run dry. But when the streets support you, solidified, because like when him going to prison, it's all about who telling this is that and the third. Everybody's scared. Jada and Fab and all of them, they solidified them streets. Streets love them. They go to prison or something like that. They're not worried about PC or protective custody or security and none of that because they love them. They genuine. Like you go up, have a conversation with these dudes. You can't approach none of these new rappers without 1,000 other gangsters around them and this is that and the third. And the old heads know that crew stuff don't last forever. Like you're really being extorted because you paying all of this to have everybody around you. When that well run dry, you find yourself by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like every rapper we just named, stand on their own 2 feet. Fab, on 2. Jada, on 2. Jay-Z, his own 2. Everybody on 2. Tekashi came out, it's a whole crew that ain't even really his crew. That Trailway stuff, they're not even his crew. He only knew this was 2017. They extorting you, man.
16, 15.
Right, you know, but it ain't nothing solidified like dudes that you came up with in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them collaborations, this dude actually got history. Fab and Joe Buttons, they actually got history. Jay and Big, they had history. Big and Pac actually had history. They had history before they fell out. They did songs together. That bullshit was the media doing all of that, man. Like, the media would tear you up. They'd build you up, and they'd be the same ones to break you down. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if the new generation is smart, you know, like, they'd wisen up from that. But that's, speaking of being smart and wising up, that's all I was trying to do with my 2018, going into 2019. All I know is when I go into 2019, the goal is to be better than what you was last year. We could all agree on that.
I can definitely say I can definitely agree to that. I think the mission is make 19 better than great again.
Make 19 great.
Make 19 great. You know what I'm saying? Make next year great again.
Yeah.
Make it even better. You know, listen, I'm not going to top it off with having more kids.
I'm seeing a lot
You know,
of 2018 was a learning. Everybody say that 2018 was a learning experience with family, friends, and this.
Well,
and that,
it
and the
was. I
third.
think it was 2018 for me was more of a life test. It put me. It tested me on my priorities, tested me on my faith, tested me, you know, because I went through a lot. You know, not a bad, but I mean, it was a busy 18 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, new job, kid, you know, plays and hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was a constant test, constant stress. You know, but that's the mission. Make 2019 great.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Shout out to everybody who's all over the world. Shout out to the locals tuning in. Shout out to everybody on social media, YouTube, Facebook.
I got a special shout out.
Shout out to Hamilton Radio for always giving us this amazing platform, and to you guys for allowing us, you know, that's 2 shout outs. But
I thank Billy for just being shout out.
But shout outs for you guys for letting us, you know, take up your time. Y'all can be watching football seriously, and you guys, you know, watch us. You know, take your time and, you know, skim through the video, whatever you guys can see. You know, we're not always on point. We're not always on. You know, we're not rehearsed. You know, we are the Freestyle Freaks. HouseRadio.net. Billy, your shout outs, brother.
Shout out to my mom for tuning in. Shout out to Hamilton Radio. Shout out to Ralph. Shout out to Anna Diaz. Shout out to my cousin James all the way in Philly. Shout out to my cousin Terry all the way from Virginia. I got a special shout out, man. I'm going to give a shout out to Diverse Character because his streams just went through the roof. and I'm talking, yeah, I'm talking thousands of followers. I think he was probably up to like damn near 16, 20K followers on Spotify. On Spotify, his fan base is crazy. This boy is on a whole nother platform, and I seen that. I just want to put
Shout
that
out
out
to
there,
Diverse.
man. That anybody
He's still
that know
grinding.
Diverse character, that anybody that know him,
Events,
anybody
those
that's tuned in watching this, man,
Congrats.
you tell that
Diverse
kid
character.
that I said shout out, man. Because I mean, when I seen how many followers that he shut Spotify down, and like you're an independent artist, but you're doing this by yourself, man. Shout out to you, your team, Chris Taylor, all of y'all, man.
Yeah, shout out to
I had to take time out, man, to let you know I see you, young.
Remember, I told you this kid was gonna get somewhere.
look.
I told you how. I told you how insane that.
I gotta pull that
I said, remember, I said to y'all, I said, this guy is gonna be big.
I gotta pull
I
that
said,
up right quick.
this interview is gonna be monumental.
I want to try to hurry and see if I can pull that up.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my daughter, my son. Everybody's a part of my life. Shout out to my job. Shout out to my station here. Shout out to all my friends, loved ones, family. I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas. This is not the last show of the year, but it is one of the last shows of the year.
Yeah, so shout out to the Diverse character on Spotify for 597,000 streams, 163,000 fans, 22,000 hours over in 63 countries. Major.
Yeah, that's insane.
Major. Yo, listen, if you come back on the show and you say that you ain't got nothing to talk about, man, you're going to have to do 30 push-ups together. That's my bet. If you come on this show and I ask you what you've been up to and you go, nah, nothing much, just
Shout
kicking with
outs.
the family, we're going to arm wrestle. So that was shout out. That was my shout out to everybody, man. Definitely my cousin Terry, man, because he got the likes and stuff going crazy, man. My cousin Terry all the way inside Virginia, and my mom and my cousin James and the Diaz.
Shout out
my
to
entire
Anna.
family, Sheba, the kids, you know.
Shout out to everybody who's been
Ruben,
tuning in.
Hamilton Radio.
Next week we should have a guest. That's going to be a monumental show. We're going to have a DJ on the show, a very legendary DJ. So look forward to that next week. Hopefully we times and we can pull it off. But I'm Ralphie Rotten, also known as DJ Noise. This is the kid.
Now, I got to get the last word before we go off air. Ruben ain't got no hair inside the front of his head, man. It's stopping his eyebrows. All right, you can cut it.
Peace. And we're out till next week.
Got him.